Hello, welcome to day 1000 body peel. I kid. It's more like day 6, but I'm over it. I'm over it. My legs are really coming together. Yeah. So these are my legs as of right now, and yep. I was looking into some things about glutathione and exercising because I had found more information on just glutathione levels and weight loss and how it affects our metabolism. And so I thought I was going in that direction, but I found some other interesting stuff, so we're going to talk about that. The interesting thing that I found was that I already knew that obviously we make glutathione as well as we can supplement it, but also our body actually will recycle glutathione. And so I'm assuming this is going back to the 3 amino acids that glutathione is made up of, that being cysteine, glutamine, and glycine. So I'm assuming as long as you have those 3 building blocks, it can build it up into glutathione, and then it can just like start their process all over again. The interesting thing is that you already know that whenever we like have like excess toxins in our skin, it can actually deplete our glutathione. And so that would just be like poor diet, drinking alcohol, smoking, stress, certain medications, and then like pollution, things like that. But when it comes to exercising, I found that not only were they recommending, and also this is like the types of experiments where they were kind of doing both. They had some people doing aerobic exercises, then some people doing strength training, and then after a couple weeks of that, they would check their glutathione levels. And so the people who were doing the aerobic exercises, obviously they had higher levels of glutathione after a few weeks, but it was the same with like people who were doing the strength training. But the weird thing was the people who were doing both, so like a little bit of aerobic exercises, we're talking like 20 to 30 minutes, nothing crazy, but then that were also doing strength training, they had the highest levels of glutathione. And so to me, since obviously those were the people who were working out more, I'm wondering if that is what basically made the change. Because like, well, you know, what's the difference? That's what I was trying to figure out. Like, why are the people who like did both aerobic and strength training, so lifting weights, things like that, why did they have the highest versus the people who were just doing aerobics versus the people who were just doing strength training? And so I like to think that it was just because they were working out for a little bit longer than everyone else, because in order to do both, you'd have to obviously be working out longer. I could be completely wrong, though. You can actually, I think I've talked about this in another video, how glutathione and also there's another, it was MSM, it can help our recovery times and basically help our muscles snap back and not feel as sore as long. So with that being known, exercising too much and not basically giving your body enough time to recoup, or not filling your body with things to help it, you know, in its downtime, drinking like a protein shake or eating healthy vegetables, overworking yourself can actually deplete your glutathione. So when you put your body under stress, obviously when we talk about stress, usually we think about having a stressful day at work or just a stressful life, but also physical stress can deplete your glutathione too. So it's like there's this sweet spot of getting enough exercise, but also letting your body snap back and being very kind to it and help it in that phase of just regeneration. Because if you overdo it, you will actually deplete instead of boosting and maintaining those levels. So if you're not into exercising or strength training, anything like that, which I think if you're on glutathione, you really should be, because it really does help to boost things and help us to not only circulate the glutathione, but to make more glutathione. But you could just, I guess, eat healthy. So you know, you can't have both. You can't not work out and not eat healthy. So I think for some people you have to pick one or the other. I remember my first year on glutathione, I didn't really work out and I just wasn't feeling it, so I chose to just eat healthy. And right now I think I'm doing more working out, but I can't necessarily say I'm eating the healthiest. I'm eating okay. I'm not eating out or anything like that, but I wouldn't necessarily say that I get all the vegetables and fruit that I'm supposed to in a day. So If you just wanted to eat healthy, or if you want to be crazy and you want to do both, exercise, you know, every day or every other day, and also eat healthy, eating cruciferous veggies is like a shortcut to getting the most glutathione. So veggies like broccoli, kale, collards, cauliflower, and cabbage. Those are basically all of the veggies that like make you digest your food quicker, have to go to the bathroom. Those are also the ones that boost glutathione, which I thought was really, really funny. I also looked into some stuff on selenium, and I might do a deep dive on selenium, and obviously we'll talk about it on the channel, but just from kind of just scratching the surface, selenium basically helps your body recycle more glutathione as well as make more. And when it's recycling the glutathione, it's just taking the glutathione that's already in your cells, and it's basically getting it back to those 3 amino acids we were talking about and building it back up. But because glutathione is in every cell of our body, it's amazing. But selenium is basically a glutathione cofactor, meaning that it's needed to make more glutathione. And so I found a lot of different answers for this question on how much selenium to take. The recommended was like 55 mcg for adults, but I saw other like studies where people were taking 200 mcg of selenium. But I will say for the study that they were taking 200, they also had chronic kidney disease. So obviously they were at a detriment. They didn't have enough selenium to begin with, and so I think that's why they were on such a high dosage. But the upper intake of selenium, which means you should not go past this number, so the upper intake is 400 mcg, so you really should not go past that. If people with chronic kidney disease are taking 200, that just should kind of show you like even 200 is a very high number, but 55 is the recommended. And like I said, I'm gonna have to do a deep dive into selenium because I think it might be one of those things like zinc. It's like recommended a very, very tiny dose, but in all actuality, if you really want to see results, you have to take like, I can't even say triple that. Like for some of the zinc dosages, like they were so tiny, they're like minuscule. Sometimes people need to take like 10 times more than the average dose. So for selenium, I'm not really sure, but just as a baseline, 55 mcg to 200, obviously do not exceed 400. And it gets kind of tricky because we also get selenium from certain types of foods that we eat. So I think that's why most people, or most doctors who are recommending it, like try to have you play it safe because you don't really know how much you're getting through food. And then obviously you guys know milk thistle helps boost glutathione levels too, and it acts as a liver detox. So I didn't go in how much for the recommended dosage of milk thistle. Right now, of the brand that I have basically in the comment box, I'm taking 4 of those pills. So I think that's like, I think they're 300 and something milligrams per pill. I could be wrong, but I'm taking 4 of those a day, so it's kind of a lot. I just thought overall the exercise and boosting glutathione was a very interesting connection, and I guess it just all ties into when you are upping your metabolism, which exercising helps you to do that, that basically it helps you to make more and to recycle more and basically just get the most glutathione that you possibly can. So if you are not exercising or doing something, you know, it doesn't have to be crazy. Like you shouldn't have to feel like you have to go somewhere. I think for some people, something as simple as getting a jump rope and trying to jump rope for 10 minutes would be enough. I've seen other YouTubers where they would go to a gym, but they'd get on the treadmill, run, and then they'd go sit in the sauna and do like a dry heat sauna and just like sweat out all the impurities, all the toxic stuff, and then yeah, they would see crazy change in their skin, because you know, saunas and sweating really helps you get out those toxins. So I think that's why it's been recommended. Like on a lot of websites you'll see they always recommend the cardio, like do aerobic exercise, so cardio. But I thought it was interesting that they have done studies on people who do, you know, weight training as well as cardio, and for the people who put both of them together, the glutathione is even higher.